Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's Rocky. I guess it's still Rocky of Rocky's Way, although there will be some changes to my channel in the upcoming future. But I'm here. How are you? Okay, so it is the 12-week or 3-month checkup of my babies, my baby Locs. So I just wanted to come to you guys. I didn't even take the chance to glamour anything. I just wanted to snatch the opportunity because my 4-year-old is sleeping. So I tried to do this yesterday, but I ended up having to work on it first. So I'm pushing it out today while I have a chance. So anywho, I'm rambling. So what's up with my babies? I didn't even do anything special to my hair besides take it out my little bun that I sleep in, just so you guys could kind of see them. I'll do a 360, I guess, and turn around. You know, I'm in my living room. But they're coming right along. They're starting to fluff up in some places. You know, I think I made it clear that the pattern that my locks were laid in and everything was because I'm afraid of my fine hair and it looking too thin, right? But it ended up working pretty well. It ended up working pretty well. They're starting to fluff up a bit. I'm filming. Go away. So they are starting to fluff up. So yeah, they're starting to fluff up. Look at them. It's nice. Like I got this one. This one nice and juicy and thick. You see that one? So I guess they're not going to stay super thin. I still have my same problem section in the back where the hair there is really fine and the curl is extremely loose. So I have to retwirl it like every day, all day. I don't even know if the parts are straight back there anymore because they like to marry. I did let 2 of them marry, but I'm not sure if the others can marry because the amount of space that they take up in the part, if I marry them, it'll look really weird because it'll be so much space on my scalp that's one lock. But because the hair is so fine and straight right there, it's almost like I have to. I might just have to be a little bit more patient with that section, realizing that that curl is a looser curl. Like that section of my hair is like a 3B curl. It's like super loose, super fine. Whereas the rest of my hair is like a 3C, 4A type of thing. So yeah, that section is just, it's irritating me. That's why I wear it in a bun a lot. I mentioned it last time. I know you guys probably have noticed I did add a little bit of decorations to my little lock babies. I did do cowrie shells, but I did add it with the rubber band method to protect my locks. I did do some research on Loc Journey and how Loc Journey may hurt you on your journey if you add them too soon. My babies are only 3 months old, so my hair is not fully locked at all by any means. So I didn't want to do like the ones where you have to like pierce your lock to put it in. Like I have a whole collection. I mean, I got a lot of little stuff. They got feathers and the stars and crosses and hamster, all type of stuff in a little box thing. And I just didn't want to use anything because I didn't want to have to pierce my locks and cause it to lock wrong because they're in the beginning phases, you know. You can see, you know, some parts are coming together, but up here it's still silky. So if I put something in right here, this part ain't gonna be able to develop like this part did. So I didn't want to mix anything up. So I just added it with the rubber band method, kind of similar to like you add beads on little girls' hair. Weave the strand through. Some people use like a bobby pin and all of that. I do little girls' hair, so I know how to put beads on. So I just put it through and put a rubber band on it. And honestly, since I put this on, I have not taken them off. I think they've been on for at least 4 weeks. I haven't taken them off. They're just shells and rubber bands, so I don't have to worry about rust and all that stuff. So I'm just going to leave them be. I like my little money in my hair, just a few. And I didn't overdo it. I think I put like 4. I have like 1 in the back or something toward the middle. I don't even know where that one, there it is. So 1 in the back. And then I have these 2 on the sides. And then these 2 on this side. And then this one technically is in the middle, but it goes where it want to go. It's sometimes over here, sometimes over here. It's just, it do what it want to do. Natural hair. Okay, so when I initially introduced my reason for locking, I mentioned spirituality. Woo! Ha! don't even know if I'll be greeting you guys saying Rocky's Way anymore, because so much has changed. Lord, so much has changed. So many realizations, so much awakening, so much hearing direct from spirit. So many things have been taken away, while so many things have been re-illuminated that I already knew. I do feel as if I hear better. I do feel like I'm getting closer, mainly because I've been stepping away from New Age spirituality. So I've been stepping away from my tarot cards. I have stepped away. I burned them suckers. I stepped away from my tarot cards. I stepped away from most of my divination tools, whether it be the tarot cards or using numerology. Now, angel numbers, recognizing a message, is not the same as using the numbers to predict the future. I've stepped away from astrology and horoscopes and things like that. And everybody know it's my birthday next weekend. It's Lionsgate. I don't even know what to call it now, because I've embraced so much of that, astrological time around my birthday. So it's been so many changes, so many downloads, understanding and revealing of demons that have been masquerading as our friends. Honey, child, y'all gonna learn with me. Because some of the stuff that I found out, like I literally spent a few weekends ago laying on my face before God in tears. Like the entire weekend just in tears and tears and tears. Because I didn't realize how tricky the devil is. See, the problem with us is we don't realize that he's still on his job. We may fall off eyes. We looking at the church is weak, so we think the devil just as weak. No, he ain't. He's stronger than we think he is. And he tricking most of us. He tricked me. He had me good food, honey, because I still thought I was working with beings of light, and I was working with the devil himself. So that's one of the things I can say that kind of woke me up on the spiritual side, because it's been a lot of changes for me on my spiritual walk. I'm back to Christ, just me and him. Me, him, and God, the Holy Spirit. I don't need nobody else. The angels don't work for me. Nobody ever in the army ever been able to work for anybody else. It's called being AWOL if it happens. So, who you working with? But anyway, that ain't what this post about. We talking about my health. So yes, my antennas have been strengthening as they have been kind of, that crumple effect, like I said. So yeah, that's been great. Looks, how do I feel about the look? A few weeks ago, I did my first pinup. I was going out with my friend. And I work from home. So it was like, okay, I'm going out on a work day. Let me look like I went to work. So I put my hair in a little pinup and put on some work clothes. And it was fun. It was really fun. Maintenance at this point. Hairstyles, any other hairstyle. So the pinup was like just a French roll and then a ponytail at the top. It was cute. I've done of course, a bun at the top of my head. And then I do the pulling one side a little bit back and pinning it. And that's a style in itself. Have I done my baby hairs? Not really. I haven't cared. The baby hairs are definitely not as important as they once were in my world. I think about it and I'd be like, okay, I'm gone. But it's just like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't, like how before I had locks, how if I didn't hit my edges and get my baby hairs right, it made my hair look unfinished. It's not the same with my locks. And honestly, if I just put a little bit of a water on it, it kind of makes them like curl so pretty that it's like, yeah, whatever. And I don't pull my hair back that much, mainly because the locks on my edges, and I'll show you guys, they're so thin and they don't stay twisted. So again, it's one of those, the real estate is right, but the hair, just like my hair in the back is fine, it's like my hair around my perimeter is the most fine. So you see how when I twist it, how thin it becomes, although it's this much real estate at the root. That's kind of what my edges are. So I'm trying to be extremely careful with that, because I don't know what I'm going to do about thickening them or strengthening them. The hair products I'm using are still Rocky Remedy's own African Black Soap Magic. It's not African. The title is Black Soap Magic, and then I use my hair and body oil. The hair and body oil is a blend, and I told you guys the blend, but it has a little bit of rose oil in it, so it smells pretty. So that's what I've been using for my hair as the oil. So it has castor oil in it, so I feel like it'll keep my edges strong. But I just want to be careful because I don't want to be this person. I don't like that look. I mean, some people ain't got them. Some people don't have edges. That's just how they was made. I do, so I want to preserve them. I ain't hating on nobody who ain't got them. Do you, boo? But I will not have traction alopecia on my edges. I went to hair school. I know better than that. Okay? So, I don't twist with clips at all anymore. My twisting method is I start, like, I've been doing it this way, right? Because this way seems to be the most effective. This section ends up being a Bantu knot. And then I go down the middle right here. Right? And this ends up being, it's like halfway right here, like this. This ends up being a Bantu knot. This ends up being a Bantu knot. And then this back section right here, I like link it. The bottom section that gives me the most trouble, the really fine ones, I twist those toward the top bun. That's right here. Shrinkage is real. The week I started my locks, my hair was a good bra strap length, about right here stretched. I can't get past right in the eye on my shirt. So shrinkage is real, but this is to be expected. Actually, my hair hangs probably at the level it would when I was in my full fro. So it's basically to my level of shrinkage where it normally would be. Have I grown down any? No, because I'm still shrinking up. So with locking process, from what I understand, you'll shrink up and then you'll come down. So I'm still shrinking. So yeah, I twist my hair with just still wash my hair with the Black Soap Magic. I wash it twice to make sure my scalp is nice and clean. After that, I leave a shower cap on it, mainly just to absorb the water. Like I definitely believe in the greenhouse method with your hair. So I want my hair to be moisturized, and with knowing that it's, you know, locking, I know that it's strands on the inside that even though they may get wet, they may not get moisturized. And that's the difference. It is the difference between your hair being wet and your hair being moisturized. Moisture is when the wetness gets in. Wet is when it's outside of the hair. So I leave the shower cap on, and I put like a handful of the oil in my hair before I put the shower cap on so I can greenhouse method. And while I'm doing these different sections, I leave the shower cap on so that those sections still stay moistened. So I just palm roll. I take each section, take it, start, you know, doing that with my finger, roll, 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 and then put it into the knot. Like, so this would be the knot, and I'll like wrap it around like that. So when I am freshly twisted, like my locks are kind of curly because of the method that I'm using. It's a look in itself. So it's not a big deal for me. But I feel like that allows my roots to stay twisted longer than the clips, because with my hair being fine, what I would see what happen would be I would be like pulling out my hair with the clips, and also like it would like they would do this, like they would twist. And like I've had some of the locks that married because of the clips. So I want to be really careful that I can get each lock all the way twisted and pin that individual lock in place. And that's why I do the Bantu knot. So I'm literally just Bantuing one strand around the other. So I start with like 4 of them that I twist. And normally that's why I start with these up here, because I can have them twisted tight. And I do this after I twist it. And once I got those 3, I make it a Bantu knot. And then that's my anchor. And I just keep going. I just keep going. Like I said, the clips weren't working for me. So this method actually works better for me. At this point, my hair was twisted last week. Now, y'all can kind of see while I basically twist once a week, because those edges are completely coming unraveled. Like my parameter is completely unraveled within a week. There's not been any water in my hair. I don't even spray bottle the water anymore. I saw that was unraveling my hair even quicker. So I do not do that anymore. I honestly maybe will put a handful of oil on my hair midweek. Maybe. But for the most part, I just let it be. I'm not wetting it as often as I was in the beginning, because I do know that when I wet it, I unravel. Even if I try to do the banding method before I wash. what else? Maintenance products and styles. So yeah, I think I've touched on everything in my 12 week baby locks. They're 3 months old. The next time I'll be back will probably be at 6 months to check in on my locks. But I do want you guys that subscribe to this channel to be looking out for some new channels from me. It's going to be some new content. We're going to be talking about some real things, and we're going to be talking spirituality, but in a different way. I'm not going to be coming from, you know, I didn't even get to really touch publicly on all the things I wanted to speak on spirituality, but I do not use the devil's tools to do God's work. And at one point I was kind of merging that, and my granny used to always tell me, don't use the devil's tools to do God's work. Now, when grandma told me that, grandma was saying, if you need something, you ain't got to lie, scheme, cheat, and all of that, because our God is more powerful than that. You don't use the devil's tools to get something done. If you need to be blessed, you don't have to scheme for a blessing. He gonna bless you. So some of the things that we were doing, or that I was doing in the spiritual realm, was scheming. So I'm going to highlight on the things that I was doing that was inappropriate. I'm going to highlight on how I got to the point of deliverance, how my life is changing because of that deliverance, and the devil coming at me because of that deliverance, because he ain't stopped, baby. Being in Christ don't mean that the devil stopped. It just means you got a whole different team of backup. He will send reinforcements. That's what the pastor talked about today. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Again, stay tuned for the new channel. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I don't know if I'm still gonna do Rocky's Way and explaining things, because I don't even know. At this point, I'm up in the air. But just be watching out for some more content from your girl, because it ain't over. This is just the beginning. These antennas done turned on, and she hearing some things, honey. So y'all watch out. Have a good day. Thanks for watching Rocky's Way. Bye-bye.